Okay. Hello everyone. Thanks a lot. There's a lot of you. Thanks for coming. And yeah, as you probably already know a little bit, so for today, we are going to build something from scratch. I would say the project will be named as learn.nuxt.com, which is an interactive tutorial and playground for Nuxt. So it's actually very heavily inspired by learn.surveil.dev, which is a great playground. Maybe let me show you directly, would be better. I think it is, wait. And for some reason, my Chrome is super laggy recently. It just dead. You probably know I'm streaming. I don't know. It doesn't make sense, right? I just cannot do it. Okay, now I got 5 tabs. All right, Svelte. It's learn.svelte.dev, right? So it's pretty interesting. So basically, you have a tutorial or documentation on the left, and you can see how like they have each section to say you should write your first component, how each component works, and it tells you that you can do this by adding a script, adding a data, and then on the right you have a full Svelte kit running in WebContainer, which is like a full node environment. So the difference from traditional playground is that you have the capability of having backend. What I mean backend is like Node.js that you have file system access, but it's in a container so that the file is actually in the memory of your browser. And I think you can see the terminal here. So here you can see it's Vite because Svelte kit is powered by Vite. And here you can copy the code. Oh, the copy is currently disabled. Okay, I'll just enable it for demonstrating. So wait, I didn't copy it. Okay. And then it tell me to change this part to be name. And then you have hello Svelte. And I think on the background you can see is Vite HMR working. And this is pretty cool, so that you can play with the tool itself and learn step by step. So this is something we're going to build today. It's not today; it's like following weeks or months. I'm not sure, but basically, like we want something similar for Nuxt, for people to get onboarding Nuxt easily or learn the concept of Nuxt easily. So huge credit to Svelte to come up with this idea, and also like WebContainer from Starbase to make it possible. So so that's basically what it is. So I think we will have different design. We might have different tech stack, and we will have maybe a little bit different feature set, and yeah, that's the goal of it. So at least a few objective here. So it's basically the main goal is making the interactive tutorials for people to learn and understanding Nuxt. And we also want to have a like full experience. So we want to have a monitor editor with Volar that you can have TypeScript support, and also if it'll be good, it's like it can be used in the future as the reproduction playground for creating issues. And I think I'm not sure like if Svelte did that, but something we would like to do. Wait, what happened? I'm not sure. What's the heck? Okay, so we want it to be extendable so that it can be embedded as in an iframe, and the iframe parent can communicate with that thing. So maybe like sending some data to say to provide their own documentation, to provide their own picture of the template, and like lastly, I would like to make it as downloadable as a standalone app as a Nuxt project, so that you can keep running locally and deploy if you like. Okay, hello everyone. Yeah, thanks for coming. So so for me, it's like we were starting to doing this from scratch. So this is this is an idea that we want to build for a very long time. But I just want this chance to demonstrating the full process from end to end. And so I tried very hard to not think too much about it. So basically, I know nothing about the thing we're going to build. So this is something come up with my mind is like the tool we're going to pick, but it can change. It depends like how we would go, and like I know web container is super cool, but I actually know nothing about it. I haven't built any project on top of it. So during that process, we will also like we'll read documentation and learn how to use it. So yeah, and that's it. Without further ado, let's jump into the code directly. All right. So yeah. So usually for me to start a project, I have my own like starter template. I have a VTest Nuxt 3. It's like a Nuxt with some modules that I prefer. You can directly starting from that, but it'll maybe like contains a little bit more than what you might need, but always that you can remove the things you don't want, which is easily then adding them. But for this time, like for the demonstrating purpose, that's starting from scratch, right? And let's check that how we could do it. Yeah, I'm pretty rust about it. So npx Nuxt latest. Okay. So okay, I think I can close this. Yeah, there's nothing more, so I can close this. And so here I go to the parent door, and let's call it learn.nuxt.com. Okay. So we'll use pnpm. Okay, I saw you already asking some questions. So we'll have a let's have a like Q&A section after the streaming, but I'm not sure that's how long it's going to take. So my estimation is a bit like 2 hours, but it can go beyond that. So feel free to come and go, and always I think the recording will be available always. And you can fast forward later. So let's initiate, and then I can code learn.nuxt.com. Oh yeah, just a reminder that my VS Code setting is a bit like opinionated. I mean there's a lot of moving parts, and if you want to know, I think that there's a here, yeah, here. You will have I have a repository called GitHub and full and use. So here it has all the things that I'm using, and also if you wonder about like specific about VS Code, I have a VS Code setting. You can refer to it, and yeah. So you just like pick whatever you want, and like I think like for this thing. For this, like you can have multiple projects inside this VS Code. This is particularly like I think maybe most of you might be interested. So it will be native. So you just enable it in VS Code. In the setting, it's like Windows.native tabs and choose, and then you restart your VS Code. But this is a Mac OS only feature, so bear in that mind. So I'm sorry if you're using Windows. But if you're using Mac and if you like this style, you can turn it on, so like you can easily switch in between different tabs. So okay, and back to the project. So I think that we already started. So NI is actually an alias to npmi, but it was a little bit uh, different. Is like it's a project called NI. So it's a CLI you can install. So it basically like it automatically choose the right package manager that you're using. So if you type NI in any project, if it's a YUM project, it will use YUM. If a PNPM project, it will use PNPM. So similarly for NR, which is npm run. So if I type NR dev, which is npm run dev. So I'll just keep it simple. So I'll just type it. So I just make sure that I have installed all the dependency, and I have D, which is alias to nr dev. But for short, I'll just type D. And this is my local alias. And then we can go to the page. Okay, dev2 is coming. We can open it up. All right. So we have the landing page, and maybe that's committed. So init repo, and then we can start to we can just start to like replace it. So we can have a Nuxt layout and Nuxt page. I think it's Nuxt page, right? And then we can have a pages directory, and then we have index.view. So here it will be so it will be very simple. We can just have a hello world here. All right. Okay, I refresh is hello world, and yeah, we just replace the starter and the fav icon. All right, and then I think we need to start to adding some modules, and I'm actually not sure that how you can add a module. Let's try. So you have build module, add. I think it's add, right? Add you use. Would that work? Nope. Okay. Let me check. So I think it's recently Nuxt 3.8. Right? Building dev tools deeper. Okay, maybe 0.7. Nope. Where? I remember there's a thing. Okay, here. Okay, it's Nuxt module add. Nuxt module add. So we can have Nuxt module, and I think it's view use Nuxt, right? Okay, yeah, that makes sense. All right, and let me check. Okay, it adding some modules here, and I think it should work. So let's try. So here we have X and Y use mouse. Let's start the server first. And we use mouse. And then we have X and then Y here. And then we have 3000. All right. Yeah, it works. So here that you see the value changes as I move the mouse. So this value. Oh, okay. So yeah, this value changes. Okay. So how can I fix this? If the terminal is not, can I move to another place? Drag here to display. No. Yeah, I'm sorry, but how I can get this? I can. Oh no, I cannot hide my avatar. Let me think about it. How I cannot cover this terminal. I think I can make it at the right. Okay, maybe here would be do. That would do. Make the screen recording smaller. Yeah, I think I can make it smaller. But this is actually a picture. So that means that I need to go to Figma and to redo it. But I think this here you can see it, right? So I just redo it. So all right. Okay. That's starting with this. So later I will just make it smaller so it doesn't cover that part. So okay. And so we have view use working. So we can add another terminal. So we have npm Nuxt module, and so I would like to have a Uno CSS for styling. What else do we need? Or maybe Nuxt content also. All right. I think Nuxt should restart it by itself. So, so here we have autosync, and okay. And we can start Uno CSS. Yeah, Uno CSS would be Uno CSS is like a tailwind alternative that have more customization. I think that's I will show you that's how we can use it a little bit more along the way. So basically here we are just starting a config. We have some preset. So a few preset I would like to have is it's called preset. Wait, I think I need to restart the server. It doesn't autocomplete. Wait, what's that? Fix with Copilot. Okay, this is first time for me to use it. Accept. No, it doesn't work. It's not smart enough. Whatever. All right. So we have preset Uno, which is a default like Tailwind compatible, and we have preset icon, which that allows you to use icons inside of your attribute, inside of your class. So so here I think it's like the basic we need to have, and that's it. And then I kind of forgot that's how we can set it up. Oh yeah, I almost forgot. Like, it's very important that you have dark mode enabled, right? So we use, oh no, it's not JS color mode, right? All right, and so let me check if that would do. So if I do color mode, will that work? Oh no, I think I should use like here. Use color mode. No, it's error out. Wait, okay, I see. So I accidentally adding Nuxt color mode, which doesn't exist. And then we have here. So it restart again. All right. And then we need to have a little bit of CSS. Wait, style. So we have HTML. I think it's like dark. So color scheme dark. That doesn't work because I think that by default, yeah, it's called color mode. So I think we need to configure it. So it's color mode. I think it's prefix plus prefix with empty. All right. Still color mode. Let me check. Yeah. So the difference between Nuxt color mode and then the use color mode or use dark in view use is like Nuxt Nuxt color mode works for both server side and client side. So it can preserve the preference inside of your cookie. So that's the next time you request for a server side render the page, that the server knows that if the client prefer dark or light, so it can like render the SSR content based on like light or dark. So you don't have a hydration error, or you don't have like a flash of different color. So so it's dark mode and like tailwind compatible here. Oh, it's suffix. It's not prefix. Okay. This should be the default actually. All right. So here we have the playground as dark. So if we want, I think here color you can have a button, and the color will be, I think it's a ref. So if we do like color equal to, actually make it easy, just is dark. No, the value would be, let's check the type. So it'll be a string. So color equal to dark, then we have light, otherwise dark, something like that. Okay. Oh, it's not a ref. Weird. So it doesn't unwrap by itself. All right. And we will have like this. Okay, if I click it, it will changes. So you have the value which is light and dark. So basically you can have a better toggle dark function that we just remove all the logic here, and then we have a toggle, and then we have the value here, and then you have a dark light. All right. Everything okay so far? And yeah, so I think let's try if I can have the Uno CSS working already. I'm not so sure. Wait. Okay. Uno CSS is already working. So you have that like if you type text or red, which will assign the text to red, which is basically the same as tailwind. And then we need to have some style reset, because like currently you see that the font is like default font, and it's not as good as we would like to have. So in tailwind it's called pre-flight, and in Uno CSS we call that reset. So basically, you just need to import it, uno css reset and tailwinds. Yeah, like that. Okay, so we have the reset and the button. The button becomes less like a button, but it's for you to like to customize it later. Yeah, I'm sorry for actual rubber line right here, so it doesn't the button doesn't shift. So yeah, it's like up to your preference, but I still kind of recommend to you have the reset, so you can basically have more consistent UI across different browser, because different browser has different defaults style. That's reset is like to ease out all the difference, and also you provide some default value for some utilities you're going to use. All right, so and yeah, beneath picking, I'm going to install my ESLint config. So to help me to better formatting things. I'm not sure if like formatting already working or not. No, it's not working. Okay, yeah, it's not working. So for me, like I personally use ESLint for all the formatting and the linting. So okay, it says like you have uncommit changes, so that's committed. Okay, so basic module setup, and then we have, we'll just type this. All right, and we type yes. So it'll like you can just call npx my ESLint config, and it'll generating the config for you. And then we can have a script here to say linked, and which is ESLint dot. So if you want to format, it can be ESLint fix. I think I prefer to put the fix later, and then install again. And then I can restart my editor. So when we go back to the file, this file, if I hit save, it doesn't work. Oh, wait. Why is installing V8? It's like 4.5. Let's do it again. All right, and then restart the server, restart VS Code. This is like restart extension host. So it just restart all the extension without like you have like reload. You might know that reload window, which reload window like refresh all the UI. But I think most of the time you just restart extension host would be like doing the most of the work. So here we save. Okay, you see it's formatting. So I think that's it. So we can just do another commit. Setup ESLint. So I personally would use linked app, which is alias to linked fix. So if I have any new commit, okay. So I just merge this commit together. Okay, and so basically it's trying to like formatting something, sorting the import, and yeah, that's it. Great. Yeah, no worries. Like the string will be recorded and it will be available later on YouTube. Okay, yeah, sorry. Okay, so I think we have the basic setup, and I think we want to like we have the basic app set up, and then we want to have a bit like layouting. I'm not sure what to start. So so for me, it's like my style of work is like I was just trying to do the UI and the logic at the same time, because for me, like I personally prefer to what do you say, to see what we got. So I have to I think that I can put myself in a better position when I like working something that I personally happy with it. So it's like when I do UI, it's like I need to make it look good to me in order to proceed. So I think that some of you like may focusing on the logical first and then do the UI later, or vice versa. But like I will just mix get together. So so my mind will be jumping between a bit like designing and the logic. Yeah, so that's my style. So please bear with me. So maybe that's starting to do some basic layouting. So I'm not sure. I don't want to do much about like too much about designing. I think that for now maybe the functionality will be important, like more important. So let's pick like let's do what Savell does. So here we could have a components, and then we could have a okay, wait. We could have a layout. I think it's layout, right? I think it's layout and default. W. Wait. So here you have the slot, that which is like the what? I'm sorry, my mind become empty. So yeah, so the layout or the slot will be the point that you put the other components, and like here that maybe we could have some nav bar. So let's say this is a nav bar, and we don't have a pop. We don't need pops right now. So okay, so the default layout applies. So that's extracted as a component. So we could have the nav. Oh wait. So so instead of naming as nav, it's basically recommend to have like at least 2 words for a view components in order to differentiate between native components, because nav is a native component. And then here we have the nav. Like you have the is like, or you can call it my nav, or like more specific about like global navigation, etc. But basically, yeah, if you don't want to like take too much effort about thinking the name, I just put it the before, and here it still works. And then here I would like to say, so let's start with class. You know this Uno says has some magic, but so we have full screen. So basically it's a playground. So we don't want the code documentation to be scoreable, but more like a different tabs can be scoreable. So so put this W screen is width like 100%. VW is, I'm not sure what VW is, like it's just a viewport. Yeah, it's viewport width, and then here is like viewport height. So it basically taking over the full space of it. So like here you see this full space, and then we can better to do the layouting. Yeah, that's a good point. Let's DVH, which is a new dynamic viewport, because like on mobile devices, it's like the headers and the keyboard can take the other space. But I'm not sure if our playground is going to work on mobile. But yeah, maybe that's better to keep it. I'm not sure. because I'm not sure what's the compatibility of it. Can I use DVH? It's 84%, which is from 2022. And Safari is September this year. Okay. Oh no, it's March. Okay. But yeah, I guess I'm not sure if you keep both would do. I think you keep both. I'm not sure. Yeah. I think that's we can find out later. But I think to me it's not important at this moment. But if you prefer. So here we have a class and we have a P4. P4 is pending for. It's pending. The for is like a convention is like 1 rem is 4. So if it's 1, it's like 0.5. So basically you will have a better spacing. I think it's too small. Yeah, that's just add text large. I'll just zoom out a bit. Oh yeah, let me know if the code is too small for you. Or it's fine. And here I might have some border. So I have a border button, border gray, something like that. So you have a line of it. I think it's better to keep 100 so I don't miss the thing. So what I like to do is like I'm adding like 50%, so it will be grayed out. And while that's too small for the code, okay. Right. So like you can put a border like gray, which is like random thing. So here like if you have if we say that we're going to do the pages, right? So here if I kind of dividing into two parts, so I can have a grade. Yeah, sorry. I can do class grade and grade columns, and then I can have two, which will be 2 columns. So this is column 1, and column 2. So if I can hide this thing, and then you have column 1, column 2. If I add a border here, so I can do like border -r and border gray again, 50, right? So okay, I need to do like taking full space. All right, so it's basically adding a new vertical border on the right. So it's like dividing it into 2 parts. And you know that's sometimes you can see that maybe you will feel that this border is a bit too light, or you want to change the color, and you would like how you can do it because like it's in different places, right? So you can do like a global search. You can do a global search and to replace it as like gray 40, and to do so. But this can be a bit risky because some other places you might want to have that color. So to do that, my personal taste would be like we kind define some token. So to do so is like you just go to the Uno CSS here. So here I'll do some shortcut. Shortcut is basically an alias and alias to some rules. So I can do border base. So that would be like border gray 40. So it'll create a new class for you to use, and here I can just change to base. And here in the nav, again, I can change to base. So back to the page, you will see it's still working. But the good part is like you can change it here. If you don't like it, I will change to red, and then the line will be red. It'll be like as a token. So here I think I'll just keep doing that. And yeah, so usually you would do that like I'll do opacity. So it actually kind of working for both light and dark mode. But you can also do something like this because um, so be careful. I'm going to switch to light mode a little bit. I'm sorry if like before it's causing you a little bit of trouble, but yeah. So here I have a button here. I'll just click to turn it to right, and I give you a little bit. So so here like you see the border is still gray, and you can still see it. And also like if you want to have different color, like if you want to have different color of the border, you can also do like dark and then border red. So that means like I can change to green to be more obvious. So it's like you can hover it on top of it to see what the colors it generate. It generate green on the light mode and dark on the red, and the red on the dark mode. So here you see it's green, and if I click back to to dark mode, it'll turn to red. So this is super convenient because like when you do design, it's actually easier to not think about like the other color mode. Otherwise, you need to switch back and forth to check if the light mode or dark mode works. So those predefined token allows you to say in the light mode, I can have a gray 6, like 600 if you prefer like tailwind style. And then in the dark, I would like to have a gray 300. So this can like providing different type of gray based on the light mode or dark mode. And during like when you're writing a code, you just don't need to worry about it. You just border base, and that's the base color of border. And I think that might also do. I don't really mind, but yeah, maybe let's do it reverse, so it doesn't be too light. Yeah, we can change that later, so no worry. And then we can, so that's the benefit of having Uno CSS. It's like you can define as many tokens as you want. It can be a single token, Alice, or it can be a combination of multiple tokens. And yeah, so I can keep focusing like without like writing all the things like, okay, this is a light mode and this is dark mode, and all I need to do is just border base. And okay, so let's do a little bit of P4, a little bit of designing. It's not really designing. And so you have a column like this is like gray template columns. So you basically have say this is 1 to 2. So as you kind of resize the window, it'll keep the same ratio, and that's the template. That's the feature of CSS. But in Uno CSS, like you can have a bracket to define that, and using the underscore to separate them, so you can have multiple one. Like this is 1 to 2 to 1, and for us here, it's like we only need to have 2. And yeah, so here on the left we put our content, and here on the right we put our playground. All right. I don't know. Let's do some Oh yeah. One feature I would like to show you is like if to say that I want to have a Nuxt, like I can have like learn.nuxt.com. Where is that's a weird auto completion. So here I would like to say the title will be look like this, and if I want to put a logo, usually you can have a like we already have a fav icon here, so I'm not sure if that will work. Source and fav icon, ICO, would that work? Oh, that would work. Okay, this can be treated as icon, but you see that this is a fav icon is ICO format, which is not very clear if you zoom out, right? And we want to have some SVG version. So usually you might go to like nuxt.com to download this icon and put inside your project. So that's one way of doing an icon, right? But if you need a lot of icons, that means you need to find a lot of like you can jump to different sources and to find the icon, to find the right icon for you. And so remember we just set the preset icon. So it kind of allows you to use, we can have just a dev here, and we can have a class. We can call iLogos Nuxt.js the icon. Okay, it doesn't work. It's Nuxt. Okay, and you have the inline thing, but you see the icon doesn't appear because let's go to the documentation. So that's the way that you can use any icons you want. But first you need to install the collection. So here it says like the collection name you want, and you can search for all icons here on the icons.js.org, and here at the SVG logo, and then you can search for Nuxt. And for Nuxt here is like iLogos.nuxt.com, and this collection is called logos. So one thing I need to do is like to install the icon set. So here is like I just installed the icon set for logos. And then I guess I probably need to restart the server. I'm not sure, but to be safe. So here you have the icon, and it's SVG based. So no matter what you zoom, it'll looks fine. And similarly, if you want to change, like okay, I want to change to Vite, like I press save, it'll becomes Vite. So it basically says like any icon you would like, it'll change it, it'll change the icon, and it will works. And also like here we only install a collection of logos, but here you have, I don't know how many you have, that's hundreds, thousands of icons you can pick, and you go to their like material design, where is it? Yeah, Google material icons, or like different type of icon set you can pick, and you can use them. You just install the package name. Otherwise, if you are kind of lazy, and you don't mind the download size, you can just install like iconify JSON, which is all the icons, then you can use them. So maybe let's just do it. So like we don't need to worry about that's what icon we can use later. So after installing it, so if we want to like to say, yeah, any icon I would like to use, I can just show you. It's like, yeah, maybe this looks cool. I copy the name and I paste it here, and I go to our app. No, it doesn't work. Oh, sorry. Just type it more. So it will work. So you can put it as a button or anything. So so yeah, I think that's pretty nice. So especially when you want icon and you want to have it easy maintainable. You don't need to copy over. And yeah. So let's change back to Nuxt icon. So, and here I need to do a little bit like fix, flex. I need to change to flex and to gap 2 and here. And then I need to do items center. So, okay. And then maybe I need to like text Excel. No, it doesn't work. For Excel. Okay, expand. Oh, I'm sorry. Yeah, it's like in Windows it's like you can have an attribute file, which means like yeah, it's a little bit tricky to explain, but it's basically like you can just remove all the class you want, and then you just put it in line, it will work. So you can remove all the classes, and I think that would also work. We can go back to it. You still look the same. And the interesting part is like you can group things. You can have we already have a border B, which is button, and base is the color, and we see that it's already like repeating each other. So we can have a group it as an attribute. So we basically have say border B and base. So it's like button and color is base, and it will also work. So so flex is here. It's also like flex if you have a this line is like just flex, and then you have a gap item center. So it basically allows you to better group different type of feature, and you don't need to type the prefix. And so the same for any attribute. You can have like text large and text red. It'll be large and red. Yeah, I think I have done enough with the red. And so here I can say font mono to use a monospace. It's not really what I like. Yeah. Would that be available? Yeah. Anyway. I think I need to tweak the design more carefully later. But let's just say, okay, we want to have something like this. And to be wait, I think we need to have I think I want to have a px6py4, which is like horizontally it will be like wider, so it kind of having a better space for it. And then I would like to have some icons. So so here again we can have a which are ref to say like later if we have a GitHub repo, it's called Nuxt, learn.nuxt.com, and so that will be a link and target blank, and then I can have an icon here. So I can have a carbon logo, GitHub. Yep. So we can have a GitHub logo here as a button, right? If I click it. Oh, what happened to my GitHub? What happened to my Chrome? It's super laggy. But if I click it, it'll go to that file. So it'll be a button. So if you want to have a bit like styling, we could say hover and background gray again. So if I hover it, it will have a background. But it's not really the thing that we would like to have. Let's tweak it a little bit. Text large. Okay, and we have round it. Okay, and again, like this is something that gray. Oh wait, do it like this. All right, so you have a better hint of this is a button. And then again, as we have a magic color here. So for me, like I would do like border background active. That means that when a button is being active, the background and gray, and then like 10, I don't know. And then I can change to background active. All right. And then let's put it on the right, right? So put it on the right, I'll just flex auto. So flex auto means that it's taking automatically space, and then it's actually an element here. So where is it? So here, this is like taking all the vertical space and push the thing to the right. So yeah, then we could have that button. Maybe 2XL. Yeah, looks okay. Oh, yeah, good point. Thank you. Yeah, I should use Nuxt link. Yeah, which will be provide better accessibility, and also like if the path would be a relative URL, you will use it will use the soft router on the SPA, so you don't need to do a full page refresh. All right. So so I think that's the basic. So here I think we need to do the content and the playground. What do you want to see first? I think for the content it should be straightforward, but for the playground it will be super tricky, and I know nothing about web container, so we will learn together. Okay, the playground. Yeah, just wait me for a few minutes. It's getting too warm here. Yeah, I just turned off the heater. Yeah, and anyway, okay, you all want to see playground? Let's do it. It's like, yeah, I'm just reluctant to dig into something hard. Okay, so that check web container. Nope. I think it's this one. And compatible API, web container API. Okay, it's webcontainers.io. Just a few steps. So let's check, guys. So I never read this documentation, and let's try together. So first, let's install this thing, and okay, that's committed it first. So feed basic layout, and then we do here we add another terminal. So it's ni and this API. And call only once. Note that boot method can be called only once and only single web containers instance can be used. Okay. Okay, let's create a component called playground. The playground, probably. And here. So, in order to make sure that we only initialize it once, how we could do it? I think we will just create a composable here. Web container. Should I do? Yeah. Web container. TS. So import. What's the thing? I just copy it. And I'll close it. And then the type will be web container. So web container. I'll just starting with underscore, so indicating it's a private thing, and use web container probably. So if not web container instance, and web container instance will be initialized, and otherwise we'll return it, so it'll be that. Okay, so this is like simple what do you mean, singleton, and I guess this doesn't work on server-side render, so I'm not sure what to expect it. So I think like for the basic, that I don't know. Yeah, let's try. I would say like I would just trying to go to disable server-side render, because we might not really need server-side render, but let's see. Maybe after the second thought, like we could server-side render the content and not the playground, so we can host the playground to be client only. Actually, I think that's a good idea. So I just add a client. So make sure this only works for in the client, and requires. Okay, this is the deployment issue, I guess, or I'm not sure. Okay, so this will be mount. Wait, is the new web container? It's a web container boot, and it's a promise. All right, project. That's right. Let's just try. I don't know, and so I was thinking about like lazy load, but I don't know. Web container. Container. Can I call it WC? Would that be too bad? Okay, I'm going to do it anyway. Okay, so here it will be mount, and then it will be file system tree. Snapshot of file system tree. So let's check the type. So file system tree will be, it just files. It just really files. So I'm not sure that's what's the best approach to do it, but okay, let's try. Package the JSON, and then what's the type of it? Directory node, file node. Okay, I'm really new to this. So it's file contents. Okay. So its file contents will be string file like, okay. All right. So here we can have the JSON here. So I think we need to have it as a private. Private 2 is like prevent the module being published into npm, because this is just a playground, not a PNPM module. And dependency. I just let it do it for me. So if I do Nuxt and latest, and okay, I will try. I'll just copy this function here, and I will mount it here. I think that we need to find a kind of way to have all the template in the file system. So we might use a Vite feature to load it in the memory or to bundle it, and then we can feed it to the web container. And here, okay, I'll swap in PNPM install. I'm not sure if on web container is PNPM recommended, or you can use is npm recommended, or you can use PNPM. But let's see. W's. Okay. So I mean, I just put a button to start. So maybe I'll just put all the things inside, and I just so it'll be easy, right? Preview. Okay, it's super fancy. So basically, I have an iframe here. So so for iframe, I think it's better to like here. So I can have a ref called iframe. So the ref is a view feature. It's like you have a ref called iframe, and then you have a ref. You kind of declare a ref here, and here you have a ref dot value dot, and so yeah, I think we can pretty sure it should be it should be available here. It should be after the, usually it should be after the unmounted. So I think that's, maybe we could even do like unmounted. Wait, unmounted, and then we start the dev server. So maybe that would be better. So so to check mounting and installing. Log running. Okay, and we have these components ready. I hope it will work. It'll be magically work in the playground, and I put the playground here, and let's go to the app. Okay, let's check. Okay, it says I didn't set these things. So how I can set this thing? How? Where's my documentation here? Set header. So I think like not set header. Request header. Use request header. Nope, this is something. I think maybe it's Nitro. Oh, maybe Nitron set COS. Right. Yeah, I just use anything I can help me about it. Okay. Now this is Vite server. Routes, preventer, CORS. Maybe let's try. So in the Nuxt setting, I think it should be Nitro and route rules. Okay. And let's enable all. And CORS, true, header. Okay. Headers, what's the type of it? It's object. So basically we have, where's it? Okay, here. So we call it, yeah, here, and then we have, oh, you can just select all of them. Yeah, okay. Okay, if we do that and we go to our Nuxt app, would that work? Installing. Running. It doesn't show up anything. Is that the URL being set? Wait, what? Okay, it's not being set. So that would mean that there is something wrong with it. And okay, maybe it's because this await, because we haven't set a handler beforehand. So it should be like this. I should put it beforehand, or maybe I just put it right after the mounting, and then I can have an object here. Server ready port URL, and then we do that again. Please work. Okay. Yeah. We should definitely show some console log here. I mean the terminal output. Otherwise, I'm just waiting for nothing. Okay. It doesn't work. Or maybe. Oh, I'm so dumb. This is like npm run dev, but I don't have any dev here. So I have a scripts and dev. It's not dev, right? And okay, you see Nuxt is booting. Awesome. Okay. I think that's probably better for us to set a URL to a ref and string as like this, and then we could set that URL dot value. No, let me think about it. Web container URL, web container URL dot value dot URL. So this is like to make sure that we have the wait. It shouldn't have undefined. But anyway, that's the watch effect. So if iframe value and web container URL the value, if both is true, we just set the URL. So that if the iframe is null, it'll just skip, and if the web container is not ready, it will just skip. But whenever the iframe or web URL changes, the effect will be rerun again. So it can make sure that whenever those two are available, it will be set. And okay, let's try again. Installing. I think it's really fun. I never tried this thing. It's amazing that you can have a little Nuxt here. Oh, it works. It works. But the style is off for some reason. Service unavailable. Service unavailable. Is that? Can I refresh the reload frame? No, it doesn't work. The style is not there. But okay. But anyway, I think we made some progress. At least it's running. So I'm wondering if I change to PNPM, if that would work. Maybe it'll be better to have a shamefully hoist. I'm not sure how compatible Nuxt is with PNPM now. Yeah. During that, we are now waiting. I think that I want to show the terminal. Maybe that's follow our intuition. That check if that would work. Terminal? Nope. I was hoping that you have a terminal output or something. Arrow port and here down, or maybe swap. You have a process here, and then the process would be type definition. You have input, output. So okay, it'll be case by case. It's like for each terminal you will just put inside, like the output will be on the process. So it basically like you have different multiple process, and they were not really inside a shell. So that would mean that we need to implement a shell, or do they have a shell? I don't think they have a shell, but I think it's basically easy. That if we assume that we only execute one command at a time, we can just contact all the output together. So here is like I have to first like making it full space, and okay, so here again we just go back to the index.view, and then I will remove the pending and set the height to full. No, it doesn't work. What happened? Okay, I think it's the wrapper here. So if I remove the wrapper, okay, it will be a full screen. And I think that to make it better, I think we could have a booting thing, a progressing, right? So like currently like just we just console log. We can do that in UI. So it's like status. So we could have a ref here, and initializing. So I can have init just to be easy, and then type status to be okay, init, and mount install ready, start ready, and arrow maybe, and then we have here the mount, and then the ready, and we may have a arrow that's so web container on arrow. Okay, and okay, the arrows, it's just like that. Okay. Maybe let's do a shallow riff. Okay, and I think we just put the event handler just right after those things. So if there's an error in the mount, we can still know it. And then we could have status value dot install. And okay, and then we have here, and we can have arrow dot value dot message unable to, and we can have an exit. Yes. Okay, and then we throw. Did I accidentally remove that line? So start. Anyway, we'll just do it again. Run that. Okay. So I think we could hide this iframe until vshow. We can do vshow, and when it's ready. And otherwise we show a placeholder like that, and we can have a flex item center, justify center. So we can put other things like loading, or maybe we just status, and good point. Yeah, I should put here like this. But actually, we can also check if the arrow is present or not. I think it doesn't really matter, and we can do ing. It's not really like it's not a best practice. It's not like internationalization friendly, but I think we can just like do a prototype and later we could refactor always. And so can we have a text capitalized? How can I spell it? Capitalized. Okay. And we can have a spinner, I guess. So for spinner, we could pick an icon. Oh, this is really nice. I didn't expect they have such thing. But I doubt if that will work with. I guess that doesn't work with Uno CSS. I don't know. It works. Okay, it works. And then we can have a text large. I think we can apply to text large for all the thing. And we could have a fixed column, which is like doing it vertically. And yeah. So would that work? Okay. Installing. Installing takes too much time. I think that's something we should improve. I mean, yeah, you shouldn't say it's initting, but actually you should do as like switch cases or like a mapping to your like text messages. But I'll just being lazy here, and yeah, that would be that can be improved. Yeah, we will show the output for sure. So to be easy, that we can do output, and so maybe it's like that. Then input output. Okay, so okay, I see. So this is process being created and no output wait locked pipe to pipe through. Oh, I don't really know how you can do it with write string. Like this, and then you have this. Okay, and then you have this, and so it's that process. And then how you do it? I think we could have a component here. Terminal output. So here we can have that there, and string, writable streaming. Or we'll just have a readable streaming to be like more relaxed. Yeah, I think we still need pops. Yeah, I will just close it. Instead of like, it'll be, we'll find a way to cache it for sure, but let's handle the streaming first. So view readable streaming. How do you do it? JSON. I guess that's probably easier than I expect. So just like wait, what? Text. So if we put like pen string and pops the string the pipe 2. I think it's just like writable JS, right? Readable string to string. I think that will also do. I guess that won't be the most efficient. Or that's just direct going to the solution, I think. So we can do X term, I think, JS. So here is a real terminal implementation that you can use. So we'll just install it. I was thinking that we can go easy first, but why not? We just go directly to the solution. It should be fine. And I almost forgot how you do it. New terminal. Do they have type? Okay, they have type. Cool. New terminal. So okay, so terminal. Should I mount to a? Okay, I should mount to a root. So here I should have a root here, and then we have a root ref HTML. We call it that, and root. So we basically do that in unmounted. So text value. No. What I'm doing. So terminal and what is it? Open. Okay. It should be available in the unmounted. And terminal write. Okay. And then readable streaming. Okay. Let's just search for it. JS readable streaming to event. unreadable. No, this is Node. This is not web. Type 2. Start. Readable string. I saw your comment. So is that I should be creating a new instance? Is that what I understand? So is that I would need a new string to say new. Would that be readable enough? Readable streaming? So it'll be right. Okay, so it'll be writable. Is that? Okay. Like this. And then I will just pipe this string pipe to, would that work? Pipe 2. Does not exist on type. That's weird. Oh, it should be, wait. It should be readable. Readable can be typed, can be piped, but not the other way around. I'm a bit confused. I'm not sure. So if we do here, it's like we just do full with full, and then we have again we have a grid rows, and then we could have 2 to 1, and then we do it like that. Wait. So the top frame would be like that, and terminal output. And string. Okay. Writable string to readable. Oh, it's like there's a. Is that a two-way streaming? Response. No, this is not response. Readable streaming, readable string. Stream API. Readable. Readable stream default reader, readable stream default controller, write transform stream. What's that? No, you cannot pipe to it. You can only pipe to a writable string. Get reader. Is that something I could use? Because this is something that it will be changes. It's a bit like reactive. It's a string, so it will be like incrementally adding new things. So you cannot convert all the output at once as something that as a string. It needs to be updated reactively. So like the pipe tool is basically to say that whenever the output is a readable string, whenever it has something to output, it will be like putting into the string. So this is a writable string, and I guess that would be a little bit tricky. Type 2. So this is so if we have something like this, we have a writable string. Or another way is like we just put, I'm not sure if that's a good idea, but let's try readable string, and it can be null. And then we basically have the string dot value equal to output, something like that. And then we can just not pipe in, or just put a new string here, and then we can have here is a readable streaming. Okay, it can be undefined. So okay, it's basically like this. Will that work? And for whatever, like watch, if the pop star stream changes, so we will have a S to represent it, and then I want it happen to be immediately. So basically, like if this is a reactive stream, it can be changed, and then if I have a, so we have a pipe to and string. So here it will be look like this. So whenever the pop.string changes, we pipe to our writable string, and the writable string should be able to present it, because like terminal chunk. So I don't know. Let's try. Hopefully it works. Okay. So here the thing is, it doesn't show the, wait, we have www. Oh, I know. There's a style sheet I forgot to apply, I think. Here. Can I just import it here? Would that work? Okay. So let's try overflow. If I just remove all this thing, should it taking the whole space? All right. I think I still need the thing for iframe. Okay. Oh, I know this is something I should hide. If not ready. Okay, but the output is still not here. I suppose it's not here. If I put here like this. Oh, it's here, it's here. Okay, you see it works, but the size of it is a bit weird. I think I have it. Why the rows doesn't work? Get reader read. Then loop until done. Okay, I will try. But yeah, let me figure out the styling thing first. If we don't have a height, I think it's because I said it's 2 friend and 1 friend, so that's pretty weird. I don't understand. Like how the app can take more space. And here. I'm like just struggling with CSS all the time. So this should be fine, right? And this is hidden. And why those friends are just 2 friend, 1 friend? Rows, columns. Or maybe it's because I have a visual. Is that possible? Like this. It's still not good. It's still not good. I don't understand. I mean, if I put like 63%, would that work? I don't think so. Wait. That's I really don't got it. Oh, okay. Now I got it. I forgot to fix the height of the overall canvas. So I think that would be here. Maybe this. No, it's not here. So it should be the app. Would that work? Nope. Wait. Would that be the layout? The layout says it's fine. Or maybe I need to do another grid. Yeah, this is not something I would like to see. So here, I think it's taking too much space. Okay, maybe this one. No. Okay, this you see the height is 900. Oh, you cannot see it. Sorry. The height is 963, and here inside is 1002. 200, which is not right because, okay, yeah, this is not right. How can this take more space? Yeah, I think this is always hard. I guess I might know. Is that because I can put max height bold? In the default in the app, in the index. Still not working. I think it's not even the navbar. This container looks okay, but inside, it has more height than I needed to be. So that's pretty weird. It doesn't make sense, right? Oh, see. All right. This is because I put a wrapper. I put a dab wrapper here, and this is getting attribute height here. So I just remove it, and it works. I still don't really understand why, but okay. I don't think Flex is better. It's I think they have the same issue with the rather than the grid. But anyway, I think that the whole idea is like it will be overhauled because we want each column to be resizable. So like ultimately we need to control the column size by ourselves. So let's just refresh again. So it connects and it starts to install it. And I think we need to find a way to cache it. This is definitely not optimal. Okay, we installed it. And I think we are losing the later part of the stream. So it doesn't work in that way, the way we want it to be. So here, the string.value.deb process.output, it doesn't work. So I'm not sure. Should we terminate it? You need a package lock to speed it up. Okay. Can I use a pnpm lock? If so, let's do it, I think. So I think that we can do template and basic, and then we can have our package.json. Latest, and I have script that, and which is .app and private 2. Yeah, I'm sorry. I prefer to not take breaks, but feel free to do so. I think that's on YouTube. You can go backward anytime you want, and like you can, if you feel free to go, or otherwise you can take a break and then go back and to speed it up to catch the live if you prefer. But yeah, so would that do? So if I put pm dot, wait, what? Workspace. Yeah, packages. So this allows me to have a separate different workspace. Wait, workspace. To have a different log inside one single. So it'll be templates, basic, and yeah. Now you have a node module and you have the log. So so in order to grab those files, let's hard code it first. So basically you will have files.import.meta.globe, and then we will have here is upward and template, basic as row, because we want the row content of it. And let's do eager. Eager will be like directly in line of it. And so here there will be a record string.string, and for each value, because I think we could do it here. Do we have an ignore? Exclude? Oh, I think it's like this. And then we have exclude no modules. We don't want no modules. So here we could check if the file is what we expected, and we go to that thing. So here we expand it. Okay, wait, I just keep restarting. I just return here. Wait, my code being eaten. So it's better to comment it now. All right, so I just restart it, and you see all the files here, and the content should be like that. Okay, looks okay. And then we kind of need to map it. So it's entries, files, and for each path and content. So this is content, and then we should do a map, and the file will be like base name. How can I do base name on browser? So the name like this. We'll just scrap. I think we can just remove it. Okay, it does that for me. And then we have file and content, and then we have object from entry, and like this. So it will be row files, and then we'll have files. So the files, let's check. Okay, it's package.json, file, and content, and that's it. This probably should be improved later, but let's do it quickly. And we just output it, and then we have files here. Let's see if that will boot. Okay. It seems to be faster. Cannot pipe to a locked string. So is that something that I should that search for it? Cannot pipe to a locked string. So it's like maybe it's because like two string is popping it. Lock. Get read lock. This is so complex. File write. Destination and option. Prevent clause, prevent abort, prevent cancel signal. And pipe through. What's the difference between pipes through and pipe to? It's tricky. I basically want to know that if I have a way, this is returns promise void. So get reader, or maybe to be easily get reader and then read, get reader, release lock. Okay, so default reader, it doesn't result. If I say get reader and then read, is that read all at once or read as streaming? JS get reader. It's complete. Okay, so is that means that I can just do it like that, down and value. So it's like get reader dot read, and then is that means that I can just write to the chunk, so I don't even need this streaming. I don't even need this string dot value. And should I restart? Okay, it outputs hydrating content adjustable. Okay. It looks fine. At least it's much faster now. If I restart, it'll persist. Really nice. But I'm not sure that's why Nuxt dev output is not coming. I think it should. Because now we don't rely on the stream at all. Or maybe would that be better? I don't think so. Oh, because this them is not streamable. It's not calling multiple times. I think it's basic promise. Okay, web read string. So this is a readable string. Okay, it's recursive. Okay. That's interesting. Reader, read, and then if it's done, you have the controller closed. Otherwise, wait, where is my previous example? Yeah, reader JS. Okay, I just check again. I think I'm probably read too fast. Okay. So the reader, okay, now I got it. So reader, yes. So if not as, we just return it. So reader read, and if not done, I think we'll just read, right? And read will be like that. And then if it's not done, we just read again, like that, and we read. So this will be recursive, I suppose, and then restart. Okay, okay, oh, okay, finally. Nice, thank you. Yeah, I think it's very good to do it live because all your comments really helpful. And yeah, thank you. This is something that I completely have no idea that's what the streaming is, what the web container is. And yeah, I'm super happy that we work out together. So I guess that we already hit 2 hours, right? We have hit 2 hours today. So I think that's called today. And I will, yeah, that, no, yes, just 5 minutes. So I'll just publish this repo and basic web container container. Did I spell it right? Working. Okay. So I will publish this repo, and so that you can see the code. And if you want to contribute, you can contribute. And just if you want to contribute, that should just bear in mind is like it's better to always create the issue first, and that we can discuss. And when you send PR, it's just trying to keep the PR as minimal as possible, so we can move forward. So so next stream will be on Thursday, and before that we have one day in between. So let's see how open source would go, and I would decide if I would going to merge those PRs or do some like starting refresh before next streaming, or we'll review the PRs live stream. Either will do, I think. So here I will just create a new repository. Learn, yeah, I think it's let's put on the under Nuxt, learn.nuxt.com. Heavily working in progress. Let's do working in progress. And interactive tutorial. I hope I spelled all the things right. Okay. And yeah, I think we can create it. All right, and we just publish that branch. All right, so let's refresh it. Okay, we have it. So feel free to, I will update the README later and maybe some guide for contribution. And yeah, if you like to help, that'd be great. And we could do a summary on Thursday about what do we have update before, like in between, or otherwise I can try to keep all the things live. That would be also good, but it depends. And yeah, thank you. Yeah, thanks for this 2 hour to work together with me. And that's it. Like let's do like 15 minutes QA. If you have any questions, I'm happy to answer. Or if you have any understanding, any questions during the workflow or my setup, yeah, let's do it maybe. That's weird. Like my Chrome just stuck. Like every once in a while. I don't understand. Yeah, hopefully like maybe on Thursday the app is done. Yeah, I would hopefully that. Yeah, let me know if you have any questions. Just leave a comment in the chat. I didn't saw the comments, or maybe it's because my Chrome is frozen. I didn't saw the update. That's pretty weird. What's happened? Okay, if I leave Chrome is fine. Vimmo for Monaco. I'm not a Vim user, but if Monaco support that, I'm happy to have that as a feature that you can toggle. Otherwise, feel free to contribute, I guess. But that will be later, right? We haven't integrated into Monaco yet. So yeah, the repo will be. Yeah, let's do it. The repo. Where is it? The repo. The repo will be learn.nuxt/learn.nuxt.com. Okay. So okay, I'll just try to walk you through about my VS Code setting. So so for the tab, like multiple tab, you have like you can have really a lot. So I can just try to open it. So you can have a lot tab on top of it. You can switch between, and also you can jog them out. So it'll be like another window. This is like 3, and this is 1, and also like you can open another one as you want. So this is 2, this is 3, and this feature is a built-in VS Code feature called native tab. Windows.native tab. You enable it too, and it will be available, and it's only on the Mac OS. So I'm not sure if there's other solution on Windows. Probably is, but I'm not sure if it's a built-in. So yeah, you can try it. And for the icon, yeah, for the icon that's where is it? You're asking for the icon, right? Here, that's you have a spin icon here. It's like this is an extension I made. Where is it? It's called Iconify. So Iconify is a collective of all the icons, open source icons, and this is iconify IntelliSense. So adding it, and whenever you type a string that matches the icon name, it will be replaced as icon name. So same as the nav here. So it will be shows as a here. And again, that's if you want know more about my VS Code setting, you will have I have a use repo listing all the things like software, extensions, stuff I use, and also here is that there's a repo for hosting my VS Code settings and extensions as well. So you can check the extension, and that's it. Yeah, for the fonts, I just tried the Monaspace font that's GitHub release. I was using the Krypton. I'm not sure how to pronounce it. It's probably a bit related to crypto, right? And I'm trying this, so I'm not using this. But usually I will use input mono, and so I think I was family. Actually, I was thinking to like just moving in the back before this recording or before this live, but I kind of forgot. So I'm sorry if you don't like it, and I'm not sure if it's the right time to switch back to this font. Are you okay with that? It's just like I don't want to like different section have different fonts. But maybe it's like better now than ever. Up to you. I think I'm pretty used to Krypton already. But I think it might be strong, it might be too opinionated. Okay, I'll let you vote. Would you prefer like Krypton? Where was the family? Would you prefer Krypton or input mono that I use actually daily? This will be more smooth for Neon. Not so sure. I think that's wait, why is like keep doing that? So oh yeah, I'm not sure that's on streaming. Like when it's small, would that be would I be more pleased to read for input mono? Yeah, I mean, I just think that crypto could be too much. If you ask what I prefer input mono. So that's what I'm like just asking if you like crypto or if you want to try crypto. No, there's no third option. Sorry. Jet Binks mono. Yeah, maybe sometime I'll try. Anyway, so I guess that's switch to input mono for the next streaming. I think at least it should be more comfortable for more people, I think. All right. Any more question? There's the code is the code I just wrote is kind of junk. So I need to, there's a lot of refactor need to done. And definitely I would not put the web container code logic inside this component, but just for quick prototyping. And Yeah, I think I will do refactor a lot later. My ESLint config also working with Svelte or SvelteKit. The answer is not really, but actually I'm thinking to have my ESLint config supporting React and also Svelte and like on demand, so that if you want to use Svelte, later we'll maintain the configuration, and you can install the Svelte ESLint plugin Svelte, and then it should work. But it's not yet ready. It's not yet a thing. Yeah, but that's something that I'm planning. So so yeah, you will see when it's done. And yeah, again, the repo is actually this button is working now. Yeah. So yeah, we have live for 2 hours and 25 minutes. So let's do it's like 2:30. So we have 5 minutes left. I hopefully this can be, yeah, it should be recorded. Okay, we already have PRs. Really? Okay, that's fair. Yeah, because that's when you firing a promise, like if you use a wait, it will means that the instant will only be set after the await. And that means like if you fire this function 2 times before the await being resolved, it's actually firing up 2 instances. But if you preserve the promise, is that every time you await it, it only like the value is being assigned immediately. So it can yeah, it can ensure that there's a no concurrent web container. So yeah, this is a good PR. And even though I don't think we'll hit that situation right now, but I think it's very good to have. So yeah, thank you. I should need to change to Scratch. Very fast. We got a first contributor. All right, I think that's quite for today. And thanks you all for coming. And I guess I will see you on Thursday. I hope this project won't go too far before that. But if you do, I appreciate that. Okay. See you around.